Hello everyone, welcome to iProLogicFX.com, home of the Ipro MX5. This is a totally amazing program. Just want to give you a couple of strategies. Now there's 100 ways you can use this thing, okay? But we do want to give you a couple of strategies that are very prolific and you should be able to make quite a few dollars with this. Now of course the MX5 is, available with use of just the internet. You don't need any downloads. You can use it on any mobile device or PC, laptop, whatsoever. Now, I just want to show you something. There's so many different ways to use this, okay? You're on your own with that. On one loss or on two losses, or losses in a row, you can add one, you can divide, multiply. It depends on you what you want to do. But this video is basically going to be 3 or 4 strategies that we find has worked really well, okay, to be able to make a profit. And again, before I jump into this, how I always say, make $20 or more, get out. $20 or more, get out. And when I say get out, you do a full reset. Okay, take a break and come out. Don't try to break the bank, because you are going to make some serious money with this. Throughout the day, easily a couple $100. But just try to make the units and get out, okay? So let's jump in. I'm going to show you the 3 strategies that I think is very prolific. Okay, so here's a setup we're going to use. The first setup, which I've shown in other videos, I'm going to set up a miss 3 losses in a row. Not just 3 losses, but 3 in a row. Add 1. Okay, number of bets or number of numbers is going to be 9. I'm just going to go through this so you can see the setup. Okay, so in this case, we're going to add 21, 18, 22, 2, 0. I'll take that 0 out. 33 and 0. Okay, and then of course, I guess we're going to have to spin again one more time. So I'm just basically showing you the setup. Okay, 24. Here we go. If a 0 is not on here, always remember to add the 0, okay? Okay, so now what you're going to do is this. You're not betting. I mean, those of you I know you probably want to start betting. That's up to you. I'm just giving you 3 strategies or 4 strategies that I think are very prolific. So you know how you're going to know when it's time to bet is when you have the 3 losses in a row. This is going to jump, all of these saying 1 unit, right? It's going to jump to 2. That's how you know. So regardless of how many times you could have hit and made money, I know that would happen. So what? Okay, so here's 1. You input that number. Okay. 31. That's 2 misses. A lot of times I know in other videos you see this thing hitting like crazy, and I'm sure it probably will. But see, now that's good. See, it blinked? Okay, so now it's time to bet. So I have 998 here. I just want to show you how the progression will work. Okay, where, look at the time. Okay, so take the time to look at the thing. We'll just say, we say 998, right? You really want to make 20 bucks and get out. Okay, so we're going to start playing now. Let's do this. Let me try to save the video. So I'm just going to put the numbers in and we go. Okay, so I've entered these numbers and I put, 0. I put 2 units there. Just remember something. If you have a couple of misses, right, and then you finally hit, every time you hit, you're going to get new numbers, right? You can either go from, once you get new numbers, you start playing. Once you are ahead by 20 units or more is when you hit reset app. And then when you come in, if your table still has the same numbers up, you can either go from this, like 2, 3, 33, 0, 24, whatever, and if you have to spin more, you spin more, or you can go backwards. A lot of videos you see me go backwards, but you just as well can go forwards, and that kind of helps as well. So here we go. Let's put the time in, okay, which is 3:21. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to start playing. Okay, so 33, you happen to have a miss. That's not a problem. Just continue moving forward. Okay, and, a lot of times you're going to be ahead. Sometimes you may be down when you hit. You get back up. It'll take a little bit, but that's fine. I just want to show you the setup. Okay, and just follow what it's saying. It's still saying 2 units. Because only 3 losses in a row is when it increases by 1. So even though you started at 998, don't be afraid. Okay, like you said, look, you're 10-10. You're ahead already by 10 units. Okay, so we're going to put this in. It's 30. And now you're going to hit reset numbers. And now look, you're not betting. I know a lot of times this is going to hit, but you're not betting. Okay, 19. Okay, so that's one miss. Okay, 3. Well, you had a hit here. I hope this doesn't go into that scenario again where it just keeps hitting and I can't get a chance to bet. If that's the case, then I'll just continue moving forward to the next demonstration. Okay, here's 1. And the reason why is because you know the setup. That's what the whole point of this video is. Okay, 2. Whatever happened to the wheel? There we go. Okay, uh-oh. I already know it. Alright, well, moot point. Okay, it already did its job. I mean, you made 10 units there. I'll try one more time, okay? How's that? Okay. Alright, there we go. Anytime you have a hit of a number, you have to hit get new numbers, okay? 1. And especially when you're playing. 2. Oh, geez. Last time. Okay, I'm sure some of you are probably hearing the frustration in my voice. I'm trying to lose and it's winning. Okay, 1. 2. 3. There we go. So here's your setup. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, all I did was just pause the video so I can set it up and save time. Okay, so these are your numbers. Okay, all there. And what I did was I added the 0, right? Because it's not part of this. Okay, let's go. We're at 1010. You need to get to 1020. Okay, 28. So I'm just going to rebet. Alrighty, no problem there. I'm going to rebet. Okay, MS. Now it says 3 units, right? I'm just trying to show you a situation that if you happen to be a little bit behind when you hit, it's okay, just continue moving forward. It's only when you get to your profit is when you're going to do a full reset. There you go. Look at this. 1028. Alright, so let's just look at this at 1028, right? So in 5 minutes, I've made back from my 1,000 bankroll another 2, so 1030. So okay, so I made a $28 profit in 5 minutes. Okay, using this setup. Okay, done. Now this is over with, so you don't have to hit get new numbers. Reset app. You're out. Okay. Now if you come back in later on, you want to stay with this setup, you just start doing this. Start putting in the numbers. Like, I know it takes 5 numbers or more, so you can always go back 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 6 numbers. All right, let's just see what it would have been. Okay, 5, 34, 28, 15, 29, and 11. Yeah, and then you'll probably free spin one more time. The other way of doing it is going backwards, right? Which is 11, 29, 15, 28, 34, 15 again, 33, and now you got numbers. See what I'm saying? So you can do that as well, okay? I always like to get a fresh set of numbers too. All right, let's look at the next setup now. We're at 1028, okay? The next setup is we're going to use a setup of 10, 13 numbers with a 2 miss and increase by 2, okay? 13 numbers, 2 miss, increase by 2. Okay, or you can do increase by 1 too. I prefer to increase by 2. Okay, so let's see if we use. I'm going to go backwards on this. Let's see here. Actually, I'll spin it out. 34, 28, 15, 29, 11, and let's spin, and then we'll start playing. Okay, so this is setup number 2, right? Okay, 4, 17. Okay, we got the numbers. All right, let me plug them in. Hold on. Actually, I'm sorry, I didn't plug them in. because I remember we missed 2 in a row after we get our numbers, right? So please, I stand corrected. I decided not to play yet. So we have 10:28 here. I'm just going to put in the time. Okay. Okay, 1028. I'll just show you. I just want to make 20 bucks and get out. Okay, so 33 was your first number. Well, it would have hit. All right, so get new numbers. Keep going. Okay, 17. Okay, that's 1 miss. I'm looking for 2 misses before I can play. This is a 13 number setup with 2 in the barrel. Okay, oh, that hit already. Wait, no, wait, that did not hit. It'll go. Okay, so in this case, I think what I should do, hold on, let's do this. I'm just going to add 1 to it. Okay, I think that still makes sense. Okay. Alright, 2 losses in a row. Well, you want to add 1? I'm just trying to think here, or add 2. This is, you know what? This is going to be your call. I think I already changed this to say add 1. Let me reset the app. I know where it started. Hang on. 34, 28, 15, 29, 11, 4, 27. Oh, wait, back. Sorry. 17. Yeah, that's where it started. Okay? And then we had 33, which we knew hit. Then we reset the numbers. Then we had 17, that's 1 miss. And then we had 25. That's the next miss. Okay, so now you play. See, it jumped to 2. That's what I wanted. Okay? So now I'm going to begin to play. So let me put the numbers in. Alright guys, got to reset the clock to send. Time to play. I put in the numbers, right? So you all can see. Okay, times 332. Here we go. So these are the numbers. Okay. Let's go. Okay, 27. And I'm going to rebet. There you go. 1044. So I've made my 20 bucks. Then I made my next 20 bucks with this setup. Okay? I'm just giving you the setups. That's all. See? That already hit. So if you ask me, I was at 1028. I'm at 1044. So actually it's 1048, right? If you want to make another $20. So what do we do here? Just get new numbers. Okay? Because 16 hits. I'm going to get new numbers. If you want to do it this way, say, okay, let's spin till when we get our next play. Well, that hit already. We're not playing. Wait, what happened when I put the 20? Oh, I didn't put the 22 in? Okay. Get new numbers. Nope, that was wrong. It didn't matter. The next one would have been 16 anyway. Okay, get new numbers. They both hit back to back. So spin again. You understand the setup. That's what the whole point of this video is. Oh, 3 hits in a row. 1 shot. Get a new number. Trying to lose and I cannot lose to make a point of how this thing works. Okay, 1 time. Miss. 18. 2 times. There we go. Because, listen, we're at 1044. I just want to get to 1088. Imagine, for $4. I mean, you know, it's not a matter of greed. I'm just trying to show you something. If you were trying to make your $20 target. See, now it tells you to play. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, I've got all my numbers set up. By the way, 0 happens to be part of this. So remember this setup. 13 with 2 misses in a row. 2 losses in a row is then when you start playing. Okay, so here we go. I'm just trying to get to 1048. Okay, and once I get to 1048, I know it did, you know, that did its thing. Okay, so just rebat. Okay, 24. Say it says add 1. Okay, no problem. Again, I'm going to show you 4 setups that are pretty good. And in case you happen to have a few misses, you're going to see exactly how to just take your time and recover. See, now you're down until you recover, right? And this can happen. No secrets there. Don't be afraid. Okay, just depending on your setup. I mean, if you're not looking for 20 units, you can make it 10 units. You know what? I'll be honest with you. If you look for profit of 10 units and more and get out, you play less time. Okay, so this is going to increase? Not yet. But you're going to play less time because us chasing that 4 units has us down by 100 and change. See? Not to say that it cannot happen. It can happen. And you're not going to tank out your bankroll. I am just making a comment. Okay? You will recover. 100%. So you're back to 925. So 17. Get new numbers. And of course, you stick to the routine, right? You stick to what it should be. You would have hit on the first one. I mean, if you're down and you want to play, I'm not going to tell you not to. Look, you would have hit on the second one, you'd have gotten your money back already, probably. Well, you know, pretty much your bankroll. Because it hits that often. But I also know I want to show you how to recover from this. Okay, so 8. And one miss here. Okay. Spin again. 10. Oh, there we go. Another hit again. Definitely you would have made back your money. But we're just waiting for my specific setup. 24. Damn. That's 4 in a row. Yeah, I guess maybe. If you are down when you do hit, you can just, you know, this is insane. You can just, you know, go ahead and start playing, but I just don't like that, because in case you happen to go a little deep. So 1, let's see, we'll find out. All right. 34, there we go. Okay, so my bets are 3, 9, 12, 1, 7. In fact, you can always increase this by any chance, okay? If you wanted to, you can go, you know, well, I didn't want to do that, but now I did it. You can actually do this if you wanted to, okay? Because you feel you're down, right? You can always do that. I mean, it's going to hit. I'm not worried. And if you want to, my biggest concern here is you guys know what the setup is, okay? And, you know, what's prolific. That's all. I want you to watch the video so you know what the setup is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, okay? Here, I'm going to increase this to 3 units, okay? Even if I take the miss, I take the miss. But I just want you to see what the setup is, okay? Okay, so I'm at 994. I'm not doing too bad, okay? Hit again. Get new numbers. So it's 3, 6. I mean, at this point in time, this should be dropped down. Wait a minute. What am I doing? We just hit. Let me bring this down. I'll start off with 2 because I want to make up ground, right? We are not betting because we just hit. 7. 1 miss. As long as you learn the setup, you're good. Here we go. So my first bet is going to be, only should be 2. So I made it 2. Okay. So 2, 6, 4. 0, 2, 6, 4. 13, 15, 17. 19, 21. 25, 27. 32, 34. And 36. Again, this is a 10 number setup, right? I mean, a 13 number setup. There's also a 10 number one, which I'm going to do in a minute. That's why I want you to please watch these 4 setups because they're important. There you go. I'm at 1033. At this point in time, I can just go back to my 1. See over here, starting bet 1. Okay, I'll put in here. I'll reset my bets. I wanted to get to 1048. And I know I would have made my 48 bucks. Okay, so that's 0, 2, 6, 4, 8, 11, 13, 17, 21, 27, 30, 25, 36, 34. Okay, here we go. I know if I hit this, I'm already at my 48. Done. See, I'm at 1060. So that's the second setup. Okay, and I'll write it down afterwards. Okay. I haven't been playing for 20 minutes yet. I'm already $60 ahead. So don't tell me, no one can't make $100. Of course you can. Okay, so let's go to a different setup. You see this? So I'm going to hit reset app. Now we go to a 10 number setup. With a 10 number setup, I am willing to go 3 losses, I guess. This is pretty, pretty decent. I can go with a 10 number setup, and I will increase my bet by, because I'm betting 10 numbers, I'll increase my bet by 2 units. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to go backwards on this. 34, 2, 3, 7, 1, 34, 19. Okay, so let's start the clock. Okay, here we go. And this is the 10 number setup now. 32, that's 1. 30, that's 2. Uh-oh. Hit already. Okay. Back to the drawing board. 17. 6. 28. Uh-oh. Hit again. Back to the drawing board. How is it when you don't want to lose, you lose like crazy? And when you're trying to lose, you can't even lose. It happens. It behooves me, but it happens. Okay. 18. There we go. Time to play. Let me get the numbers in. Okay, guys, so I put in all the numbers, and of course I put in a 0, right? Because it's not on here. Alright, so let's, I guess, start over the clock. Time, and we are at 1060. And what are we trying to accomplish here? We're trying to accomplish 20 units. We want to get to 1080. Okay, so here we go. Well, that was easy enough. Okay, first play, one shot, it's over. Okay, so I made that in trying to get to 1080. And in 1 minute, I'm at 1110. So I made 30 units. Now if I can get to 50 units, I'm done, which is exactly what happened here. So the fact that I already made, in 20 some odd minutes, I made $100 and something. Again, I've said it and I'm going to repeat it again. If I made $100 and something in less than a half hour, I think in an hour I can make $200. Okay, that's more than enough for the entire day of playing 1 hour a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another setup now. Okay, I'm just going to take a break for a minute, and I'm going to reset the wheel, and which I did, and we're going to do the other 2 setups, right? So we showed you the 9 number setup. I showed you a 13 number setup. I showed you a 10 number setup. Now I'm going to show you something. There's also a 7 number setup, and the 7 number setup, let me just explain that to you right now. It's pretty much almost the same thing. Hang on. Okay, so the 7 number setup is just the same like this, right? Except you're putting 7 numbers, because that's defaulted when you open the app. you just put here 5 losses in a row, or if you want to do 4 losses in a row, that's fine. You could do 4 or 5 losses in a row. I usually say 5 losses in a row, but you know what? You can go with 4. So let's say you go with 4 losses in a row, and after that, you can add, 2 units to each bet. Or, better yet, I think you should add 1 unit to each bet. Okay, you'll play catch up if you miss. But most people are not using the 7 number setup. They're using either the 9 or the 10. That's the 9, 10, or 13. Most prolific. And you can bounce back and forth during the day. For this next setup, I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset. I'm going to set it up. It's called a cover bet. Okay, so I'm going to use 4 numbers in the cover bet. Now, this is a little bit aggressive. Can make you some money, but aggressive, because this way it doesn't matter if you don't hit on the number. Once you hit on any of the numbers around it, you're good. So I'm going to set this up. This is called a cover bet. 4 numbers. I'm going to go straight from the get-go. Okay, after okay, I'll say 2 losses. After 2 losses in a row, I will add 1. Okay, so it's again a cover bet with 4 numbers. Okay, so let me take a break. I'll be right back, and I will continue from there. Okay, so we're back for the cover bet. Let's get some numbers here. See, we still have the bankroll of 1110. Okay, so 13. Let's get some numbers. 35. 12. Let's see if this is going to be enough. And 12 again. Okay, so 13, 35, 12, and 12. Okay, not enough. Hang on. 13, not enough. What do you know? 0, still not enough. 20, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so this is how the cover bet works, right? What you're going to do is, obviously, you're going to play 0 because it wasn't chosen. You're going to put in the numbers first, 11, and say, okay, I need to cover everything around that number. My next number is 13. I need to cover everything around it. Okay, which means it's to the left, top, bottom, whatever. 27, I need to cover everything around it. So that's to the left of it, the bottom of it, and to the right of it, right? And 36. So here, to the left of it, to the right of it. That's it. It's covered on either side. Okay? So your bet's 15 units. This is why you need to pay attention and watch your bankroll. Bankroll is saying 1108 because we missed on that 0. Okay? So let's just put it this way. We'll put here and we'll put 1108. Okay? It's because it is 0. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so you had a miss. Okay? So put in the 5, and you're just going to rebet, because nothing changed. Now what you could do, by the way, with this setup, well, you already won, so you're 11-14, you're ahead. Okay? What you could do is, if you want to, you can say, I'm going to give up, after 1 loss, you start playing, but it would be 2 units. Okay? So it's up to you, but I just, that's your call. You make that call. Okay? It so happens this was a direct hit, by the way. If a person would have bet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 before, it would have been $8, you'd have gotten bet 36. Yes, it happens. The program is just that powerful that it happens. Okay, let's see. 2, 17, 25, and 34. So 0, 2, cover everything around it. 17, cover everything around it. 25, cover everything around it. And 34. Okay, because remember, we just want to make 20 bucks to this 1110, which would have put us at 1130. Okay, we're at 1114. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. Well, that's easy. I'm trying to get to 1130. I'm at 1133. I already made my 20 bucks. Okay, with the cover bets in 2 minutes. 1, 1, 3, 3. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Let's say, okay, clear bets. We hit here, and we're going to reset because you already had, you know, the hits, right? So let's go backwards. 3, 11, 5, 20, 0, 13, 12. What we got? Okay, 5, 16, 24, and 33. Okay, so 0, 5, cover all these guys. 16, cover this guy. 24, cover that guy. And 33, right? So you gotta, oh, sorry, cover him, cover him, cover him. Okay, so we're at 11:33. We want to get to what? Okay, let's put the time in. We want to get to 11:53. Okay. Okay, I just want to make 20 units. Nice and simple. No need to rush anybody. Okay, so 3 is not part of the equation. This is why I'm saying sometimes maybe you want to give up the first spin. Like, you know, don't bet the first spin. Just free spin and then play from there. That's fine. And a lot of people, they're not. They're just going to start going. So in this case, that would have worked out pretty good. So now it's asking for 2 units. Not a problem. Take your 2 units. Okay. Because it's going to, believe me, it's going to do its job. Just what you want to play. There you go. So I'm back to my 11:33. Okay. So 21, even though it wasn't a direct hit, it was a win. So you're going to reset, get your new numbers. 0, 3, 26, 32. Now this is different because the 0, what's around it? It's there, and believe it or not, it's there. Because that's on the other end of it. You have to cover everything around it. Right? And then 3, you just, the 2 is already covered behind it, and then you'll have the 6. 26 obviously has to be covered this way. And your next number is 32. Well, 32 is covered on the left, covered on the right, but you got this and you got that. Okay? So, fair enough. I'm just trying to get to 11:53. Okay? So 15. I think this progression is off, though. I think it should be increased by 2. See what I'm saying? But it's okay. I'm just giving you the setups. This is all about the setup. You know, I say all about the base. Well, it's all about the setup. Okay, so this says increase by 2. And that'll probably have you down if you hit. So you got to do the math. I am just teaching you the setups. Just trying to get to 11:50. Oh, I'm at 11:41. Okay, not doing too bad. Still did good. Okay, getting new numbers. What is this? 7, 12, 28, and 35. Okay, so 7, 12, 28, 35. Alright, that's right. And the 0. There we go. 11:50, and I would have made my point. Okay, 27. Continue moving forward. Okay, back to normal. 34. Okay. What is it? 6, 17, 27, 34. 6, 0, 17, 20, that's not too long there. 27, and 34. Okay, I think those are the numbers. Yep. Let's go. Get me to 11:50. I know I made my job. I'm at 11:62, folks. I was just trying to get to 11:50. Okay, let's do the math now. That's it. End of story. 1, 1, 6, 2. If anybody wants to complain, in 3 minutes I've made $30-something. But look at the difference. 320 and it's 407. So I'd say roughly, you're talking about 5 minutes here. And another 10 minutes here. 1 minute here. So that's 16, 17, 18. 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I made $162 in 20 minutes. So if I was to say, hey, look, in a half hour, I made, guess what? 100 and change, over $150 in a half hour. I can make $300 an hour. So setup 1, Okay, let's put this up. Setup 1. Okay, let me just type this out. You'll have. Okay, guys, so I wrote it out for you. Okay, on 9 number setup, on 3 losses, increase by 1, skip first 3 spins, and you'll see that in the beginning of the video. Back it up. 13 numbers, increase by 2, skip 2 spins. You back up the video, you'll see it. Just, rewind the video, you'll see. Okay, 10 numbers, same story. Cover bets, either 4 or 5 numbers. Okay, don't use 2. I think you can use either 4 or 5. 2 losses, increase by 1. Now, some people may want to use 3. That's up to you. Don't use 1 or 2 like you see in previous videos. It's either 4 or 5. I mean, I don't know. You could also use 3 as well. Okay? But I would think the optimal looks like the average would be 4 or, 3, 4, and 5. I think 4 would be a good setup. But these are 3 prolific setups that will make you money. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't have misses. Have the proper bankroll. You'll be just fine. All right? Thanks for watching. Please, just pay attention. Stay focused. Don't get greedy. When you're at this point, you made $160 in a half hour. You should have been done playing as soon as you made your first 50. Take a break. But I kept going to show you that this thing can just literally make thousands a week. All right, talk to you. Thank you so much. Again, the newer X is one thing, but the MX5 is totally, totally powerful. And you will get both on Ipro Logic FX in the future. However, this is the way to go. Here's the MX5.